What is up, everybody? I had a guy comment, wanted to see the Corvette. Well, here it is. I'm going to tell you guys what I do know about it. I'll be straight up honest. I'm not a Corvette guy. I don't really know much about the Corvettes, just because I'm not really into Corvettes. I just think there's so many of them out there. I like odd and unique stuff. I'm not saying I will never own one, but it's not on my top priority list to get one. This is a 96 model Corvette. This came from a towing company. From what I understand, this car was running and driving. It was parked at a mall parking lot. The owner was told to move the car, so he drove it around to the other side of the mall parking lot and he parked it there. Well, I don't know if he misunderstood or was just, thinking it was funny. But when they said move the car, they meant off the property, not to the other side. So anyway, the car was impounded. The owner never bothered to come get it. Well, we usually buy the stuff from this towing company, and this car was one of them that came from the batch of cars. So I'm betting that the motor is probably good and the transmission is probably good. This car has only got around 136,000 miles on it. The body and interior are pretty rough. The bumper has been hit before and resprayed and hit again. Hence the spider cracking through the bumper. I don't know if you guys can see it. Usually when that happens, this is actually in the plastic itself. Even if you sand all this down and prime it and sand it and prime it, this usually comes back. The sun will actually bake it, and the spider cracks will eventually come back out. The hood has been repainted as well. I don't know if it has been damaged, but you can tell the hood has been painted and painted poorly. The headlight motors actually work, which is shocking. A lot of the times the gears strip out and they don't work. These ones actually still do. It's got the original wheels. Well, I'm going to say the original wheels, like sling blade wheels. They're not in the best of shape. Pretty rough looking. The finish on them is no good. This door, the paint is flaking off on this as well. Also the quarter panel. And this has been repainted, and there's actually filler in this piece. I don't know if you guys can tell. Let's see. See right there? It's been repaired before. And there's actually sand scratches in there from body filler. So this has been repainted and repaired. The rear bumper looks to be in decent shape, minus some spider cracks as well. Right here in the corner. Let's see. Kind of see it better there. This light's missing. This quarter panel's cracked here and cracked up here. Got your fuel fill here. Someone stole the badging off of the emblem. Fuel. Back glass is good. It just doesn't want to stay shut because we always trip everything. Every vehicle out here, the deck lid, the hatch, all of them. I'll put power to them. I'll release them. That way it won't shut. That way if something sells, the yard pullers can go right out there and unbolt it instead of trying to hook power to it, trying to release the latch. So that's why this is just stuck up in the air, because the latch has been tripped and it won't shut. So that's why it's just like the way it is. Got a target top, and it has been also repaired poorly. The fiberglass is starting to show through now. Door panels, no good. Seats are no good. They're pretty torn up. The column is busted from people getting in and out. It's shot. You got power seat controls here. A busted center console lid, which is common from people using their elbows to get in and out, just like I just did. It does have a key, but it doesn't matter. For some odd reason, I don't know why, this car will not recognize the key. The ignition switch is busted. So you can take a screwdriver, which is down there on the floor, and hit this lever right there. That turns the ignition on, just like you're starting the key. You're starting it with the key. See that? That rod right there is supposed to go in that slot right there. But since the column is messed up, it's not grabbing it. So you can take the flathead screwdriver and pull this forward like that, and it turns the ignition on to start. But for some odd reason, it won't start. I don't know why. All the gauges work, everything works, but when you go to hit that last kick, like you're turning the key to start the vehicle, nothing happens. I don't know if it's not registering the key, because these have got a computer chip in them. So I don't know. But oil looks good. It spins over by hand. The transmission fluid looks good. So everything makes me think that this car would run and drive. Just for some odd reason, it's not registering the key. I don't know why. You got your light switch over here, a traction control button, which is cool because they made it look like a Corvette instead of just standard car. Fog lights, which is probably what that is. Got your dimmer switch for your gauges. And this has got a LCD screen, and it actually works. A lot of these early GM screens, they faded out, like the numbers and stuff, you couldn't read them right. But this one actually still works, which is shocking. You got your RPM on this side, your gauges on this side, which is oil pressure, oil temp, coolant temp, and battery voltage. Got your trip computer here. You got your panel here, which has all of your idiot lights in here. Service ride control, ABS active, service engine, so all that stuff. Got your heater AC control here, and this actually worked too. You have your radio here, and this did not work. I don't know why the radio did not work. I don't know why that did not come on when I flipped the column to on. It's got a 4-speed automatic in it, so you got first, second, third, and then overdrive. Usually you got a button for overdrive, but this one you can put in overdrive. No glove box, because there's no room in the Corvette. Power windows. I said the center console's busted. The dash is warped up from sun damage. The visors are no good. They're just broken. These cars just did not hold up very good. You had to really take good care of these cars for them to look good and be maintainable. But the motors and transmissions in these cars, they usually never gave any problem. They were good motors. That's one thing I gotta say about GM. I'm not much of a Chevy person, but man, their 350s are just fantastic. You can build them on a budget, get good horsepower out of them. They're reliable, unless you do something stupid. This is gonna have a 5.7 in it. There's your information if you guys want it. Like I said, the headlights work. And, you know, back in the day when these things stripped out, you could always put these in, you can always get these headlights to work. Usually you spin this. This is like your backup thing, I guess. I had a Firebird, and that's usually how I had to raise mine, is I had to spin these, open the hood, spin them to raise the headlights, and shut the hood, and it was kind of inconvenient. But everything's here. it's all complete. You got your engine computer, which obviously don't go right there. It goes somewhere else, but they moved it. I don't know where exactly it goes. The bracket is broken. This is the hold bracket. It's busted. But we're gonna inventory this vehicle. Probably gonna sell the motor and transmission. It'll have a warranty on it. I'm betting that there's nothing wrong with this drivetrain. It just didn't have anywhere to park it, I guess. Blower motor's right here, exposed. Let's check the oil. See, look how pretty that oil looks. There's probably nothing wrong with this car. And you got your transmission, which this is gonna be a standard your motor and transmission right behind it. And then the generation after this one, I believe, is when they went to the transmission in the back of the car with the torque tube. So this should have like a monoleaf rear suspension and stuff. But anyway, there you have it. I wonder what that is. Oh, fuel thing. But anyway, I figured I'd show you guys this one. Someone wanted to have a video done on this car. So, hang on, I'm gonna have to use two hands to shut this hood. There we go. So someone wanted to see this one, so I got you guys one. There's the VIN number if you guys want it. So, anyway, appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one.